Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's session about moments in Irish history. I'm referring to page 67 in your English book, so Exercise 3. And this page is about some key moments in Irish history. I will just go through from left to right chronologically and explain a few words, a few concepts, tell you some background. And then I'd like you to go to your workbooks, page 41, and do exercise 3 on the background file moments in Irish history. So let's start with the first key term or concept. So the act of union. Now the act of union, an act is always usually has to do with a law. So with something that the government or that a country decides to do. So parliament or other institutions. Now, a law that came into being because a union was closed. Now, a union, you probably know that a union is like, for example, in the Union Jack you find this, or you find it in the European Union. Now, the union that's meant here is the union between different countries that were separate before. Now, for example, you probably know that the UK, so the United Kingdom, is made up of England, of Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. Now, this, sorry, this is not Corona. Don't panic. Now, the union between England, Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland, you probably know that this came into being at some point in history. So in 1801, this refers to Northern Ireland. So in 1801, Northern Ireland joined, or joined is said nicely, was forced to join the United Kingdom. So you can see in the development of the flags in your book that there was an Irish flag before 1801 that looked like basically a red cross on a white background. Then it developed into the United Kingdom flag that you know today. So yeah. Okay, then the term republic. Republic, you find this in Germany too. So Republik. Easy to say, that's just, yeah, a term. Then we have the Great Famine. Now, famine is important to be pronounced famine and not differently. This refers to people going hungry because they don't have anything to eat, they are starving. Right. Then we have a disease. Right now you are, you know about a corona disease, for example. Other diseases are, for example, diabetes, or I don't know, like heart diseases. So there are lots of diseases people can have. Then half you probably already know, and it's very similar to the German. Then we have population. Now the population of a country is basically the people of the country. Then the people go hungry. Well, you can imagine that. Then a passenger. You have passengers usually on trains, on planes, on other kinds of transport. It's very similar to the German too. Then to sail, usually a ship sails. And also a sailor that can be on the ship. Then we have the EEC, stands for the European Economic Community. So that's basically a first EU. Then to welcome someone, well, that's basically to say welcome. So yeah. And we have membership. Now membership, if you are a member of a club, for example, you belong to the club, so belonging there. Why do I press the Y all the time? Belong to something. Then we have the Belfast Agreement. Now, agreement is the term. You already know the verb to agree. So if you agree to something, you say it's okay. We can do this. And an agreement is, in political terms in German, this word. The B shouldn't be capital. Okay, then we have a conflict. Now you know conflicts from usually in school when we have a break and I don't know, you fight about something. So a conflict is basically that. Then we have supporters. If you go to a stadium, for example, a football stadium, you have supporters, so fans basically. And the opposite of supporters is opponents, or are opponents. So those who are against something or someone, let's say somebody. And then finally we have headquarters. I mean, every company has headquarters. In German, very similar word too. Yes, a company, for example, can be something like McDonald's. It can be something like Siemens. It can be any smaller company. Yeah. So that was it for today. Take a look at the background file in your workbook, page 41, exercise 3, and have a nice day.